Daima-sama!
The scuffed Ginyu force is here. King Goma, people were saying he's like Pilaf. Honestly, I don't know. The dude's kind of like a scuffed first form Frieza, and these guys are like a scuffed Ginyu force. And these guys are not even as powerful as the Ginyu force. These are basically just comic relief characters that King Goma has assembled. And I'm pretty convinced at this point that unless King Goma gets that third eye that maybe we're going to see next episode with Deborah in the flashback, he's not going to be able to do shit. Like, this guy is pretty much just a gag character. Maybe Irinsu really is going to be the main villain at this point, because damn, like, this dude, or hell, maybe we're going to get a twist, okay? It's going to be villain that we don't expect. Maybe, Glorio is going to be the main villain. Maybe that. But this episode, it was kind of fun. It was a fun episode. It was really cool to see these guys, even though it's not serious, and he tells them that they're gonna fight some guys that are stronger than Majin Buu and the Tamagamis, and they just refuse to take them seriously. They just can't believe it. And I also thought it was funny when you see them later in the episode, they go in the convenience store, and it's like a Japanese convenience store, has all the cool like Japanese snacks, which, if you've ever been to Japan, the snacks in the Japanese convenience stores are amazing. And they run into Majin Buu and Majin Kuu, and like, oh, these are just some kids right here. Little do they know, these guys are like, Tamagami level, Majin Buu level, and could like easily clap them. If they understood how powerful these guys are, they would have peed themselves right here. But they actually show like, these guys got a pretty good side to them, because they offer to buy them a bunch of stuff, but then they find out that they don't have the money, so they just give them like 2 pieces of candy. And then we get to see a wholesome moment where Majin Buu and Kuu go home. They're with their mommy Irinsu, and they're eating some candy, and Irinsu is just like looking out the window, wondering what the hell's going on. It was pretty funny. I thought it was hilarious. And then, let's see. Yeah, where's the one where they're eating the candy? If I could zoom in on that. Yeah, and you got the guards outside. That was funny. She's like, what's going on here? Because little do they know, remember in the previous episode, the gate was shut down. Remember the gate? It was what stops, Warp Sama, which Warp Sama is how you travel in the demon world. And the Supreme Kai's brother shut it down for King Goma. Well, this episode, what happens is the old Namekian dude, turns out he made the gates. Just like he made the Tamagamis, he made the Dragon Balls, he made the gates. So, he destroys the gate, and they're able to travel to the first demon world, and now they're here. And now Goku is going to, going to clap them, and hopefully Vegeta as well, and Piccolo gets some time. Now their ship gets destroyed again. Doesn't it just seem like the ship, every time they get a ship, just constantly getting destroyed? Like, that's just a huge thing in this series. So then, King Goma sees that they're here. He sends his boys. They're shooting at them. And then the episode ends. And, yeah, we get, like, a little scene with Deborah. We're going to see about the third eye, which hopefully they have a good explanation of how Deborah fumbled that third eye. Because if he had that third eye, he could have been the main villain of the Majin Buu arc. But, sucks for him. It just wasn't in the cards for him, I guess. A lot of people, always felt that Deborah was a wasted villain. Well, maybe. But yeah, this was, wanted to do the review for this. I was late. I've been sick. So it's very, very difficult to do these reviews. But, yeah, I mean, just wanted to do a quick review here. I thought it was, it really wasn't an action episode. Not a lot of stuff happened this episode. No big transformations. No big plot reveals. But it was a fun episode. It was classic Akira Toriyama once again, and I do like that. I'm a fan of the original Dragon Ball. I didn't just watch Z on Toonami. I enjoy this kind of like gag stuff, even if I think King Goma and his boys are scuffed, and they're just like rip-offs of Frieza or whatever, or parody of Frieza. I think that's kind of like Toriyama's humor. I honestly think that's intentional. He's trying to make fun of like, hey, let's make a funny version of Frieza and the Ginyu Force. So I think he succeeded in that, and this was a very fun episode, and it was cool to see that they also have a light side with them buying the candy and stuff for Majin Kuu and DUU, and Majin Kuu and DUU, showing their innocence, and that was really funny. It's classic Toriyama, And yeah, it was a fun episode. I'll give the episode a solid 9 out of 10. So yeah, wherever you are, have a fantastic day and peace out.